In this edition of Locked on Astros postseason press conference from Game 4, the ALCS, where the Astros pummeled the Rangers 10-3. We'll hear from Dusty Baker and Alex Bregman next.
Welcome to Locked on Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chansey.
Hey everybody, welcome into this special postseason edition, the ALCS postgame press conference from Game 4. What a game. The Astros defeat the Rangers 10-3. If you would have told me that was going to happen in Game 4 after being down 0-2, I would have thought, I don't know about that, because look, the way this game started, the Astros went up early, took the lead in the first half inning, knocked out their starting pitcher in what was a bullpen game, and the rest is history. The Rangers did tie it, make it a game. The Rangers have shown fight in these two games, despite being defeated both times by the Houston Astros, breaking their win streak at home and in the playoffs, and continuing the Astros win streak in Arlington. I believe it's at 7 now. But in this episode, I wanted to bring y'all Dusty Baker's press conference and as well Alex Bregman's press conference. You'll get to hear from the man. They're going to field the question again. What is it about this park, that away and Globe Life Field where you guys hit so well? And I think you'll get some of the same answers from there. But Alex Bregman, I really like what he talks about Altuve. And so we're going to look at these interviews, and I'll come in and make a comment after Dusty Baker's first interview.
I'll start right up here in the middle.
Dusty, I know he only threw one pitch tonight, but how big was Stanek getting out of that jam in the third inning when he came in with 2 on?
Well, that was huge, especially when you got guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. And, anytime you get 2 outs on one pitch, and especially the second and third out of that inning. And that kind of squashed their, because they were starting to get some momentum. The crowd was getting into it. And so that was a huge pitch.
Other questions? I will go back there.
Hey, Dusty, could you comment on that Jose Abreu double play? They're tagging Marcus Semien and that absolutely smoked ball by Corey Seager.
Yeah, that ball was smoked by Seager. Excuse me. Seager, he continues to hit the ball hard. But, we had a little luck going for us. And I couldn't tell from our angle if he had touched him or not. But it looked like he might have touched him on his batting glove, which is right up our alley. That was another huge play. And I told Jose, you got to I know in Cuba they don't play football, but you got to tackle him, make sure he don't get to the bag.
Go with the fourth row center here.
Dusty, how would you describe the lift Hunter Brown gave you when he came in, just stabilizing things with those 3 shutout innings?
Well, he pitched like a veteran. And, he did the same thing last year. We had him in relief. And, what I liked that he was aggressive. He threw 33 strikes and 24 balls, didn't walk anybody. He had a couple atom balls that were hit hard, but, anytime you can make him swing the bat, you got a chance to get him out. And, walks had sort of plagued him as a starter, but as reliever, he comes out throwing strikes, throwing fastballs, throwing quality pitches, and that was huge because what that did, it saved my bullpen, which is I didn't know which direction we were going to go, but I was hoping we didn't have to use Neris and Abreu tonight, and Presley, so that makes him stronger for tomorrow.
Other questions for Dusty? The third row here.
Dusty, what do you attribute to you guys being doing so well in this ballpark?
I don't know, man. They keep asking me that same question. I got the same answer. I don't know. I know our guys, see the ball well here, and the ball carries here. I mean, I think it carries better here, even though the dimensions are probably larger here than in our ballpark. And, you know, just some ballparks you like hitting in and some ballparks you don't.
Anything else for Dusty?
Well, there you go. There you have it. The man talking about Hunter Brown. Key 3 shutout innings. Ryan Stanek, a key pitch with double play. Defense really was the theme of the questions for Dusty Baker. Everybody knows the Astros scored 10 runs. Everybody knows they absolutely just bludgeoned the baseball at Globe Life Field. But really, the other parts of this victory is the defense. The glove touching the batting glove of Marcus Semien, huge. I mean, if Stanek gives up a single and things unravel in that inning, then you don't know what happens, who comes in next. So they set it up nicely. I mean, Montero pitched. Montero's done phenomenal the 2 times he's been put in. And so this team is firing on all cylinders. And next, we're going to hear from Alex Bregman. But first, hey guys, I want y'all to check out Sleeper. The MLB playoffs are here and the clock is ticking for your chance to win 100 times your cash on fantasy baseball. I mean, baseball has never been more exciting, especially here in Houston, Texas, with hitters like Alex Bregman, Jordan Alvarez, Jose Abreu, Jose Altuve. I mean, Chas McCormick. And look, pitchers like Hunter Brown, Christian Javier, Justin Verlander. You can pick more or less for these types of stats: home runs, hits, strikeouts, and more for up to 100 times a payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right and you can win big. You can hang out with your friends on this app. They have a chat functionality. You can watch during the game. Entries can be made in under a minute. I use this app. I love it. I've used it all season long. It's been really, really fun. So use the promo code Locked On and you will get up to $100 match on your first deposit. That's right, up to $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms for details, terms of use for details. Make sure you listen to the Astros play the Rangers Friday at 4:07 p.m. game, and Game 5 at 4:07 p.m. Catch all the hometown play calls on Sirius XM on the SXM app. Search Astros. So up next, we're going to have the words from Alex Bregman and what he had to say about the game, what he had to say about why the Astros are doing so well in Minute Maid Park. So let's let the man of the hour, one of the men of the hour, Alex Bregman, talk.
We'll start in the third row on your left.
Alex, you had that big at-bat in the first inning. What did you see there? What led to your big triple?
I'd say Altuve did a great job setting the tone, getting on base right there, and Dubon got him to third. So my job in that situation was to put a ball in play and hopefully drive it to the outfield. So really that was my only focus. Make some good contact, and was fortunate enough to put a good swing on it, and Jordan came up right after and did a great job getting me in. But yeah.
Other questions for Alex? Matt?
Alex, Altuve had 3 hits tonight. Started things off with a double, I think. How big is that when he gets y'all going quickly?
It's huge. He does such an unbelievable job of setting the tone for us. Second at bat, beautiful line drive in the 4-hole. It hits a double to left. He's a very tough out, and we're lucky to have him on our team.
Other questions for Alex? I'll go back to the third row and then the second.
Today was Jose's 100th playoff game. You guys have really been through the wars together. Can you take any time to kind of reflect on the journey that you two specifically have taken together? You guys have been here since 2017 through it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been an honor to be his teammate. Just a Hall of Fame player and a Hall of Fame person. Incredible leader every single day. From day one of spring training, he shows up, works his tail off. He always has a smile on his face. He's so nice to everyone that he comes into contact with, whether it's players, coaches, staff, people at the stadium, fans. He's an unbelievable human being, and to be able to be his teammate, it's been an honor, and hopefully I can be his teammate forever.
Go to the second row and then Hannah.
Alex, Dusty, it moved the lineup around a little bit, and it seemed like it worked, and you guys have hit the ball very well here in Arlington. But does it change your approach when the lineup, your spot in the lineup changes?
Not really. My approach this year has kind of stayed the same. Try and get on base for Alvarez. So I don't know, but Dusty does a great job of putting the best team out there and giving us a great chance to win every time. So whatever place we hit in the lineup, we just try and go and compete as hard as we can.
Got Hannah on your left, Alex.
Just can you tell us a little bit about like maybe the emotional swing of the bases loaded, Yordan Alvarez comes up, that big hit, and then for that to be caught, and then for Abreu to hit the 3-run home run, like what is the sort of vibe in the, amongst the team when it like goes back and forth like that?
No, yeah, there was two huge at bats. Yordan's hit 2 balls 111 to center field that haven't been homers is crazy. I've never seen it before in my life. And for him to come through like that time and time again for us, it's huge. And then Abreu coming up with another big swing. It was massive for our team. And the key to all of that is our pitchers in the bullpen. They come in right after that and give us shutdown innings. And you got to tip your hat to Hunter Brown and Htown and Montero for coming in right there. And Stanek made a huge pitch too. I know he only threw 1 pitch today, but it was a big one. And for those guys to come through in the clutch right there, and then our bullpen to lock it down, that was great.
Do a last question or two. Jerome to your left, and then Hannah.
I know once a game gets going, you feel like the offense is rolling. It's somebody's going to come through with something. But it seems like here in this building, before the game starts, you guys feel like you're going to put up numbers. It can't be as easy as it looks. What is it about this building?
I have no clue, to be honest with you. I think Altuve just does a great job of coming out and setting the tone for us. Dubon right after that. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I think the focus has been really good in the clubhouse.
We'll finish up with Hannah on your left.
I was going to say, were you hoping that Altuve would get that home run in that 8th inning? Because of the, I don't know, it would have been some nice symmetry with his 100th postseason game.
Yeah, for sure. It was close. Yeah, definitely hoping for it. But yeah.
We'll take one last quick one far back on the left.
Bregman, people on social media say that's kind of your lucky shirt. Do you agree with them? And if so, will we see it again?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll probably rock it tomorrow.
Alex, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Gosh, gotta love Alex Bregman. This guy, I had the honor of watching him play at LSU. My family and I lived in Zachary, Louisiana for 2 years, and Alex Bregman was this freshman that had come in from Albuquerque, and I had heard a bunch of stuff about him, and he happened to be roommates with one Aaron Nola, who pitches for the Phillies, one of the best young pitchers, one of the best pitchers probably of the last few years. And watching those LSU teams, watching him compete, I saw Alex Bregman play infield and outfield at LSU. He won Freshman of the Year, I believe, for SEC. And after his second year, we had after a second season of watching him, we had moved back, and we had a conversation, my son and I, on the way back to Texas. And I said, it sure would be neat to draft Alex Bregman, that the Astros, if they got him in the draft. And little did we know he's going to be drafted in every year of his career. He's been in the playoffs, and they now have 94 wins, I believe, or games played together in the postseason, him and Jose Altuve, which is, I think, one of the longest runs in MLB history. So that was great. Here up next, we're going to talk about just what the plan is going forward for Game 5 and maybe what it's going to look like, strategies going into that. But first, This episode is brought to you by the Jace Case. And look, I can tell you right now that if you get in a situation where you are in pain or you are sick and something's going on around you that you just feel like you can't get to the store to get your medicine, we know there's all kinds of things going on in the world, unrest in the Middle East, hurricanes, earthquakes, fires in Hawaii. There's all kinds of stuff. And the reason why we mention this with the Jace Case is because those things can affect the supply chain, and shortages of medications and the inability to get those medications in a timely manner could, delay us getting better. So Jace Medical has now wanting to offer you not just the Jace Case, but a personalized emergency medicine kit with 5 essential antibiotics. You can even add. Jace Case is continually expanding their medication offerings. In the most recent efforts, they've added ivermectin as an option in the Jace Case. So make sure that you can grab it today. You can go to jacemedical.com and enter the promo code Locked On at checkout. You'll get a $20 discount. If you want to do this for your family, you can buy a gift card for them, for your loved ones, and they can get a Jace Case of their own. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to Jace Medical, that's JASE medical.com, and use the promo code Locked On. You'll get a $20 discount on your Jace Case. So go check that out today, and make sure that you check out the Game 5 action of the Astros versus the Rangers at 4:07 p.m. Central Standard Time. All the hometown play calls on Sirius XM. Go to the SXM app and search Astros. So we heard from Dusty Baker. We heard from Alex Bregman. We know that the Game 5 starter is going to be Justin Verlander. We know that Jordan Montgomery is going to be the Game 5 starter. This is going to be a great rematch. And Jordan Montgomery has said that he's not going to play in the same way he did. He's going to try to attack the Astros in a different way. What I hope that entails for the Astros is that his counter plan is countered by mistakes and trying to do too much, because sometimes as a pitcher, as a hitter, let's just take Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, kind of when they all three get in these different kind of slumps, I think that they analyze what they're doing so much that maybe they overthink it. And I'm hoping that's the case with Jordan Montgomery. Respect the heck out of the guy. He's pitched lights out, him and Eovaldi both. So the Astros road doesn't get any easier going into Game 5. We're under no illusion that the Astros are automatically going to win Game 5 and then automatically going to win Game 6 and go back to that third World Series in a row. They have a lot to do. And I think this next game, if they can come out early and set the tone, Alex Bregman's wearing his lucky shirt, then the Astros can take care of business. They more than likely have to score first in this game. And I think if they do and they keep the lead, they keep the Rangers from flipping the scoreboard, then you can see the Astros be successful. So the key focus right now, the most important game of their entire career, happens on Friday at 4:07 at Globe Life Field, Minute Maid Park 2.0, as we call it. And that game plan, I'm wondering what Dusty's going to do. Is he going to have both? Is he going to have Brantley, Dubon, and McCormick in the same lineup with Jordan Alvarez as DH? And Dusty Baker did a really good job of keeping key arms out of this game, which he didn't need to use in Neris, Abreu, and Presley. So I assume that you will see those guys if it is close. Hopefully, if it's not close, they maybe don't go to those guys as quickly as they would. You still have someone like JP France in the bullpen that you can bring in if you need a guy to get 2 or 3 innings to sort of do what Hunter Brown did. It'll have to be according to matchups, where they are in the lineup, how they're hitting. So I'm excited to see that. So make sure you tune into our channel. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with Eric and I. We absolutely have loved this season, and it's not over yet. We got more baseball to play. But I can say this, no matter what happens in Game 5, there is going to be at least one more game at Minute Maid Park. That's right. So go cheer on the Astros. check us out, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure that if you go to Apple, please give us a 5-star review and let us know how much you love the show. For myself, Eric the Man Heisman, and everybody at Locked On Astros, we're your team every day. Bury me in the H. Go Stros.